Greetings and salutations. I'm Zook, your lovable dungeon master. I'm here with Kai, Dolphy, and Sig, and we are playing Dungeons and Dragons. This is our fourth chapter of Oops, All Wizards. So to pick up where we left off, actually, first I gotta do my announcements. All of the music you will be hearing tonight is from Kevin McLeod's Incompetech. Go to incompetech.com. You can browse his portfolio. It's wonderful and royalty free. And a lot of the figures that you will be seeing tonight, I actually added a couple more, are from Hero Forge. They have a straight to virtual tabletop option at checkout, and it's really cool, and it's awesome, and it's in color. You should check it out. It's cool. Sweet. Yeah. Tell them Zook sent you. It's not going to do anything, but... Double Magic, thank you so much for the subscription. I appreciate it. Oscar appreciates it too. All right, so we last left off. After the fall of Visca, the mood in the college was a somber one. Headmaster Paith had classes put on hold in order to allow the denizens to reflect upon the student's death. While in the library, Zinni was browsing books and stumbled upon Holtz, Visca's cat familiar, who tauntingly batted a book off the shelf. She then overheard Headmaster and Professor Starbloom conversing about the experience. Vadis was in tears, blaming herself for the situation, for purposely not binding the dretches. Attempting to console the young professor, Headmaster Paith informed her that since he approved the lesson, the burden is not just on her shoulders, but his as well. Meanwhile, Lenny browses the den as they were approached by Thalgrin and Zagok, inquiring about what they are and how they came to be. The conversation was meant to be an inquisitive one, but ended up being slightly more intrusive to the Warforged than intended. Later that night, as Zinni attempted to sleep, Maudie snuck into her room and roused her. She couldn't sleep with the drab atmosphere and needed to distract herself. She asked Zinni if she would join her in a heist to break into the headmaster's floating chest, which seemed to follow him wherever he went. Enthusiastically agreeing, the two headed to the first floor, where the exhausted headmaster lounged sleeping. Just as Maudie had picked the lock successfully, however, Headmaster Paith staggered awake, closing the chest shut. Before he could discipline the gnome and the halfling, however, there was a loud banging heard from the front door. Hesitantly, the headmaster and several of the students roused to see what the commotion was about. Opening the door, the headmaster is surprised to see a cold and confused Visca, alive but exhausted, standing at the door. Ushering the evoker in and by the fire, soon all the denizens of the college came to greet her while getting a large hug from the small Zinni, thankful that her friend had not passed. Visca tried to explain as best as she could, but all she knew is that there was some sort of curse upon her, but her memory was foggy about the details of her whereabouts. After a long night's rest, the students returned to their normal regime, starting with breakfast, much to Lenny's surprise. Instead of an empty plate floating out in front of them, it was a plate with a single berry upon it. Baffling the Warforged, though the moment seemed so familiar that they could almost remember the taste of it, they had no recollection of ever consuming a berry in their life, or anything else for that matter. The students continued their day with the eccentric musings of Professor Quentin Ulysses, who amused the class with his crazy antics. There were eggs and gold stars given to those who knew, or thought they knew, the correct answers to his question. After teaching the class how to properly identify magic items, he had all of them dissect a piece of fecal matter belonging to a coatl, a celestial winged serpentine creature who was said to hold the answers of the future. One by one, the professors divined their plausible futures and afterlives should they stay upon their current paths, until getting to Visca's. Upon looking at her results, something snapped, causing the professor to scream and run off. After the display, the headmaster came to the classroom, where he informed them that they would all soon be going on their first field mission. And that's basically where we left off. So At this point, you're all kind of ushered into a meeting location, probably on the 6th floor, most likely in the waiting room. At which point, all the students are around, and the headmaster Paith begins to address the students. Let me get to different track. Okay.
Where is my baby?
The baby. Baby's right there.
Here you are.
Yeah. All right. So
where are we going?
The 8 of you, yeah, you right where Visca is fine if you guys want to go there. It's mostly going to be theater of the mind, but that's fine.
Okay.
So Headmaster Paith is standing there, as well as the 8 students, including you guys, and he is basically crossing his arms, waiting for the last person to get in, which is Monty. Finally kind of moseys around and shows up, and I'm sorry I'm late. That is okay, little one. Alright, so as I said before, you've all been hired for your first field mission. Now this is one that will take you out of the general area. You will no longer be in the Octocos archipelago, but instead being transported to your first field mission location. So, first of all, the reason you were being summoned is that there was... who here is familiar with the Siban region of Saurifius? Beyond the Bardic Mountains. The Barik Mountains.
Oh no, am I?
No. You are
is any of us?
You're from Saurifius? I think what we discussed, what we talked about. You're
I'm
from
sure if I went back in time in our DMs, I would find out.
Yeah, so you are from Saurifius, but the Siban area is beyond the Bartha Dream Mountains. So it's kind of cut off from the rest of Saurifius. You know that it's a desert, basically. The Siban Dunes. Wow, my brain. Why can't I think of his name? Abir speaks up. Yes, I'm from this area. What is going on? Oh, yes, that's right. You are from the Siban area. Well, then you are probably aware there was a dragon there named Yantith the Usurper. However,
ooh, a dragon.
Through the work of Iarusan and the Sibata people, they were able to come together and fell the beast. So, the threat has passed. However, it is said that there is a hoard, if you will. A place where the dragon kept its jewels and riches, and that has not been found yet. We want you to go out and seek out this treasure and bring it back, and of course you will be paid for your time, and we will be having you start in 2 locations. One team of 4 will be brought to Sibata, the capital of the Siban Dunes, and the other will be brought to Irusan. And you will all be tasked with the duty of inquiring about the location, the whereabouts of this treasure, of this hoard, and it will be up to you to find it on your own. It should be noted that the dunes are not a hospitable place, and think about your preparations before you actually head out on this task. Now, because this will be in 2 teams, I'm going to split you up. me turn down this music a little bit. It's a little loud. Now, players' names. Where are you guys? I have my shit together, I swear. Now, Visca, Lunny, and Zinni, you three showed much potential in your teamwork and coordination during the battle game. So the three of you will be tasked in one of the groups, and it will be up to the three of you to choose who the other member that accompanies you, whoever that may be. The remaining four will be the one that will be headed to Sibata, and you four will be brought to Irusan. Your communication during that time will be limited, but we will have methods that you can communicate. So, in the meantime, you will all be given an allowance of 200 gold pieces to help fund this expedition. You may spend them here or keep them for your journeys ahead. And once you complete the task, you will obviously be rewarded for that as well. Now, before we adjourn this meeting, do any of you have any questions for me?
Can we take Marty?
You can take whoever you'd like. However, make sure you do your homework before you select your student. But in the end, it is your decision. Whoever you think you would work best with will be most beneficial to you. Any other questions? No?
No.
Very good. You are dismissed. Go on and have dinner, look around, and enjoy your last day in the college. I kid. Of course you'll be coming back. As long as you don't get killed. Looks at Visca for a moment.
No, that didn't.
Stares back.
Didn't stop Visca.
Very well, you're dismissed. If you have any more questions, you can obviously just come to this spot and I will be summoned in order to address them. And he nods, and you see him kind of open up one of the doors that you haven't been behind and closes it and walks away. Several of the students kind of spread out and they begin to go about their own business, to the point where it's just the three of you in the same room, and you guys can talk to each other.
So we're going to a desert. I'm guessing that's what it sounded like.
Yeah.
Okay. What sort of stuff do you need to survive in a desert? I mean, other than water, you probably need water and food.
You see a beer actually comes around the corner, and he looks at all of you. Greetings. I know that we haven't exactly been on the best of terms. However, it should be noted that this is the area that I am from, and you would benefit greatly by taking me with you. I know the customs and how to survive in this environment. And if you would like, I would be pleased in order to accompany you. And he kind of, you do not have to answer me now. I will be in my room. He stops and goes another direction.
I mean, taking a native would probably be, like, useful when you think about it.
Might be a good idea.
But you can choose whoever you'd like. There are going to be bonuses and negatives depending on who you choose. I wrote out some things that will assist or hinder you depending on who you
and-
take.
And you're a butt, so we're not gonna have any idea what any of them are until we're there and have already chosen.
Well, you can role play with the other students to see who the best fit would be.
Okay.
You went, and that was the last of it.
Yep. Because my brain just, the switch got turned off.
It's good.
That's legit.
I'm trying to think about what equipment I should buy. Like, what do I
Zin-
have?
Zinni is debating between things that would make sense, which is having a native on the team and someone who Zinni knows that she won't hate having there.
That's fair. Yep, that is fair.
But she doesn't know if she would hate having a beer there. She does know that he hasn't been very friendly.
He has not been very friendly.
And quite frankly, that is a turnoff.
Yes.
So.
But this is
I was
an
gonna say,
opportunity.
quite frankly, my character might be a little stabby, but we don't talk about that.
Because this could also be an opportunity because this is probably going to take a little while to do this adventure. So it's a good opportunity to get to know another member more on a one-on-one basis. Well, 1-on-3 basis, I should say. But
What was he again? Abjuration?
No.
Abir is illusion.
Illusion.
Oh, because he's from a desert, so he does mirages. Huh? Was that even
punster?
is that even something you thought of, or is that
Not
just
really,
my
but
brain?
it actually kind of works.
You're welcome.
To let you guys know everyone's classes, let's see. So you've got Abir, who is the illusionist and from the area. You've got Madi, who is an abjuration specialist, which is like shields and stuff. You've got Zagok, who is conjuration. He's the bugbear that's in the wheelchair. And then you've got, who is the other one? Eliusia, who is not from the area, but is from a savannah sort of area because she's a Loxodon, and she's the necromancer. So whoever you want to choose depends on difficulties and advantages along the way. And you can feel free to stop by and ask them about themselves and what they think of the mission and everything like that.
So on one hand, yes, having someone native there would be very helpful. On the other hand, abjuration is also a really cool specialty. Not even just I like Madi.
So it's either we deal protection, or we deal with someone who might help us get better information.
In
Right.
my opinion, that doesn't necessarily have to be you guys.
I was gonna say, or Eliusia, who, from our fight, seemed like the goddamn tank.
Also true.
Necromancy. Fucking A, that spell, that chill touch was just clutch.
Yeah, I'm kind of salty that I chose necromancy as one of my forbidden schools because a lot of the necromancy cantrips are beastly.
Yeah, they really are. But they're also high risk, high reward because it's one of those you either hit or you do nothing.
Yeah. A lot of the stuff that I have is hit or do half.
Yep.
And I like that a lot.
Yeah.
I get very irritated at the hit or do nothings because
Okay, and I will bring up the area on the map so you guys can kind of look at it.
Okay.
I'm hoping this is working.
I'm getting the little pop-up boxes asking me if I'm okay with you
Yeah.
opening files, so
Ah,
it'll get there eventually.
come on. There we go. So this
Okay.
is. You guys see the desert area right here?
Not yet.
Yeah.
Not yet.
Not yet. I still have the college.
No,
No,
it's
over
map.
here on the tablet.
Over where?
The one that's like,
Oh.
yeah.
The big
it is.
TV screen.
I have it zoomed in like
Yeah.
really close,
Yeah.
so I
Yeah.
don't see the edge stuff. And also, I can't really see the top of that tablet anyway. How do?
You can zoom in and zoom out, and right
Yeah,
click
but-
to move the camera.
Yeah, but like it's not. It's still it tips it forward, but it doesn't like show me the actual top of it. It just tips it at an angle.
Right.
Okay, but yeah, no, that's too far back. That's not helpful. Okay, well, I can see it.
You can see
We're
it.
good.
Okay.
I can see it. We're
So-
as good as I'm gonna see it.
At the bottom, you'll see like this desert town that looks like the sand has almost claimed it. That is Irusan. That is where you will be started or teleported near. Oh, we just lost Dolphy again.
Hey, I come back.
It needs
The
to tell
TV
me.
was just too powerful.
It needs to tell me that I've been booted before I can do anything.
Yeah.
There we go. There it is. I think it was the attempt of going back and forth
Hmm.
so much with the and scrolling all over the
Yeah,
place.
yeah. It's cool.
Yeah.
You need another invite?
No, it needs to actually finish booting me out first.
Okay.
It's taking its sweet time. Let's try this again.
Woohoo.
At least I'm the only one getting booted.
Not that
And
that's good, but you know,
No,
Crowbar.
but that could also be just because
tablet.
Right.
Spectrum. No, Spectrum.
That too.
Because we've done this just fine on my computer previously.
I am looking through my character equipment, and I have a crowbar.
Yes.
Yes, you do.
I have a crowbar, I got a hammer, I got manacles, because why not? Oil and a flask. Rope. Rope is good. I should bring the rope with me.
All right, so you back in?
Yep.
Okay, excellent. So yeah, you guys are going to the southern city of Irusan, and then the Simonese, to give you some perspective of the distance between the two. Let me pull up this map, and you see Sibata right here, which is on the western coast, and then Irusan's down here. So they're in separate regions, but they're estimating that the horde is somewheres between the two. Somewhere. Yeah.
Over the rainbow.
Yeah. The Barak Mountains is what separates it from the rest of Sarithia, and you'll actually see it's actually really close to Bartha Dream, which you know that is.
I do.
You do.
Neek's probably stealing all the eggs.
Yes.
That's okay. My brain decided to give me a rousing rendition of Bonnie Jean, but to Bartha Dream.
Nice.
Yeah. Been
All
a hot
right.
minute since I watched Brigadoon.
Okay, so with all that information, what would you guys like to do first?
I should probably look at my stuff.
Want to buy supplies.
Sure.
Probably look at my stuff, see what I have, see what I need.
How much are health potions?
Health potions, for a basic health potion, is 50 gold apiece. And that's 2d4 plus 2 that it heals.
So, question.
Yeah.
Would we buy equipment from the vendor that hangs out in here?
You can if you'd like. You were given 200 gold from as an allowance for each one of you. You
Yes.
guys can pool that together. You can save it. You can spend it however you guys want.
But I was also promised 50% off.
You were? Oh, that's right,
Yes.
because you saved Feckle.
Yes,
I
yes,
forgot
I
about
did.
that. Yeah. Yep. You were given 50% off.
Take advantage.
Do it.
Do you want to go visit Feckle?
I will go visit Feckle.
Okay.
Lonnie's essentially... I have no opinion about who joins us on the journey, so I will leave that up to you.
Okay. So, located here is Feckle's place. Alright, let me get something. Sure, we'll do this. Because it's Feckle.
Oh. The spoons, they march.
So, Luddy, you head into Feckle's shop, and it's a lot. You didn't really get a good look before because you were fighting dretches when you were here last. But it's a very organized place. There's weapons, there's equipment, armor, there are different supplies. There, you don't see a whole lot in the way of like magical wares or anything like that. There's no like potions or scrolls or books or anything, but a lot of like utilitarian items. And you see Feckle is in the corner, and he looks like he's counting some of his gold. And he sees you coming, he kind of pushes it into a bag and ties it up. It's like, "Hello!" And he stands up and walks over. He's his short little gnome self. And like, Lunny, how
Gnomes
are
are friends.
you?
We are being sent to a desert. I was wondering if you had any supplies that would be useful to us.
Of course I do. What exactly are you looking for?
I don't know.
Well, a desert, I guess you don't have to worry about the heat, do you?
No.
Well, then, it is suggested that you'd probably want loose-fitting clothes, for the others at least. Something to hold water would definitely be a go-to. I do have some canteens that might do you some, good, if you don't already. As far as anything else, I've got pretty much anything that you might need as far as various knickknacks. What exactly are you looking for?
How many canteens do you have?
Let me see. You see him reach into a bag and pulls out a canteen, and then another one, and then another one, and he pulls out 12 in total that he has.
That is a lot of canteens.
Lonnie is thinking. Lonnie doesn't need to drink, but everybody else does.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Lenny has the thought bubble of ... over their head.
Yep. What is that saying? You would rather have too many than not enough?
That is very true. That is some good advice.
Particularly with water.
I will take all of them.
All of them. All right then. Hang on just a moment. Let me get my abacus out.
Is it essentially a water skin?
Yeah, it's basically a water skin.
Water skin is 0.2 gold.
0.2 gold. Well, I guess it's
0.2 gold.
0.1 gold. So
Oh my god,
1.2 gold for all of it. Yeah, 1.2 gold.
And into the bag of holding they go.
Okay, so go ahead and write
Nice.
down that you have 12 water skins. Is there anything else that you would
God.
like?
I need to consult with the others because I did not do that first.
Very well. Feel free to bring them along if you would like. I can definitely do business with all of you.
I appreciate that.
He gives you a
Let me
nod.
take-
Lenny will go off and rejoin the others, I guess.
Okay.
Let me take a look at my equipment. I have a little bag of sand
You.
because there won't be
I'm
enough-
really
there
trying to
won't be enough
debate if a
sand.
crowbar is necessary on this mission.
You never know.
I never know. I do
You
never
can
know.
go in the bag of holding if you don't want to carry it.
I have a backpack.
Backpack.
All right. So while that was going on, while Lonnie was with Feckle, Visca, what are you doing?
I wish to go buy 2 more health potions because apparently I have fucking 3 of them and can't hurt to have more.
So you go to the potion seller.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh yeah. It's gonna be that guy again.
Gonna be my friend, who I like a lot.
Nope, different guy.
No, different guy.
So
One who I called gay last time and it baffled him so much as I left.
So you head into fuck, I can't even remember his name. God damn it. Hang on, let me
I don't know. It's been so long.
I usually have him named.
I will be right back.
Okay. I don't
He'll
have
be
my
right
shit
here.
together today.
Other gear.
Okay, here we go. Oops, all wizards. Okay, Kyron. So yeah, you head into Kyron's potions shop, and you see him. He is gently placing a black vial into a chest, and then you open the door, and he like jumps a little bit, and he very slowly places it into the chest. And hello, how can I help you?
I'm in need of 2 health potions.
You're serious?
I mean, I could walk out the door again if you want me to.
All right, 100 gold apiece.
No.
What do you mean, no? Do you
no.
want them or not?
No. I could
Do-
probably go somewhere else and get them.
Probably.
Considering most are priced at 50. Yeah. He begins turning.
70.
No.
Do you even know how to haggle? Make me an offer.
50.
Make a persuasion check.
Okay. Do I have anything in persuasion? Hold on, I have to check.
What's your
Oh,
charisma
wow.
score?
It's 2.
I was
Nice.
gonna say.
I can't find the dice tab. I found it. I was like, where is it?
Oh.
20 modded.
Are you noble? Is your background noble?
No, my background is haunted.
Okay, then you roll at the disadvantage.
Okay.
Because Kyron's an asshole.
Okay.
Still
19.
Fine. You need 2?
Yes.
Places 2 on the counter. 100 gold.
Gives him the 100 gold, takes the potions, pockets them, and casually leaves. It almost looks like my cat flips him off somehow.
He closes the door, slams it a little harder than he probably should as you leave, but you get out of his shop with 2 potions at cost.
Yay!
What did I miss?
This guy had to roll at a disadvantage because Kieran, anyone trying to haggle against Kieran, who isn't a noble, is at the disadvantage.
Haha.
So, but Sig rolled an 18 and then a 17. So
Very nice.
Kyron is a little miffed. But Sig got 2 potions at cost.
So now I have 5 potions of healing.
There you
Yay!
go. Very good.
I should be good for now.
Okay.
What does Feckle normally sell? Wait, I don't
Feckle
remember.
arms, equipment, ammo, some magical items.
Okay. What are the other shops? Because I can't, like, remember any of them.
It's pretty much just those 2. Kieran and
Oh,
Feckle.
it's just those 2?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Trying to think.
Do I have any type of weapons? I
I
should
still-
have weapons. I have a crossbow.
A crossbow.
I have crossbow, light. What? I have light. What does that mean? It says that my weapons are crossbow, light, dagger, dart, quarterstaff, and a sling. What the fuck is a light?
Light weapon.
Oh. Just, okay.
Oh,
So, like-
crossbow light. That means it is a light crossbow. Because there's like heavy crossbows, there are hand crossbows.
But it says crossbow, comma, light,
Yeah.
comma. Oh, okay.
So it's
Light
a
crossbow.
light crossbow. Because like if you get a hand crossbow, it's crossbow comma hand.
Oh, okay. That makes more sense.
Okay.
The loot.
Gonna see what else I have.
Okay. While this is going on, Zinni, what are you doing?
I am debating what I want because I should get stuff. I should get. Should probably get clothes that are better for desert.
Mm.
I am currently in pretty heavy clothing.
We're all just gonna meet up in this guy's shop.
Sure, everyone's at Kieran's.
Yeah. Is that
Not
the? Is
Karen.
that the? Is that the
Sorry,
dude with not the
Feckle.
magic
At
stuff?
Feckle's.
Feckle.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's go there.
All right, so the 3 of you head into Feckle's shop, and oh, great, you brought your friends. So how can I help you all?
Do you have clothes for hot weather?
Has been a while since I've made it to that sort of region, but yes, I have some silk clothing that is very suitable for that kind of environments.
So like desert and stuff?
Sure.
Okay. Wait. Sure or yes?
Yes. You see him reach into his bag of holding again, and he pulls out several different cloths. Basically, so they're light fitting, silk, slightly slightly transparent, just because of the thinness of the outfit. But but they're very, very fine silk.
Pretty. And let's be real, Zinni probably won't care if people see her under things through silk. It'll be too hot. She won't care.
Right.
She is used to trees and forests.
Yes.
Desert is not her natural environment. Nor is it mine. How much?
Well, for the set, let's see here. Check my gnomish device here.
Gnomish devices are cool.
Yeah, they are.
No, that was Zinni.
Oh, okay.
Straight up. Straight up.
Whoa.
To Zinni. Okay. Gnomes are the equivalent of tax nature friends. Zinni loves gnomes.
Great. Well, these are the finest silks I could find. However, your friend Lunny did save my life, so I will discount them in half at 7 gold. So that's the full set of outerwear.
Cool. So, like, all of what I'll need to cover my body?
Yeah. So picture like what you would see in like Aladdin. Is a good way to look. Light fitting, bright things that kind of reflect the light rather than absorb it.
Love it. Okay, I have subtracted 7 gold from my thing.
Okay, so you can just add clothes fine to your inventory.
Clothes, fine.
Yep.
Add to equipment. Okay.
Let's go with like 2 buyish that.
All right. Yep. 7 gold.
Zing. Add equipment. Worlds.
I also have a I also have a costume.
Nice.
I like how adding clothes fine equals I am encumbered.
Yeah, that's another thing to think about is you're gonna want to only bring what you need.
Yep.
How do you tell if you're encumbered? Is it just your walking speed?
It will tell you if you're encumbered on your character sheet. Forget where.
Hey Sig, why don't you tell me where you find it on your character sheet?
It literally says weight carried. So if you're under inventory, you see how it says currency, and then all the way on the other side of that box, it says weight carried?
Yes.
Yeah, it'll tell
sure
you if
does.
you're encumbered or not.
Perfect.
It sure does. Okay. Why do you keep doing this to me?
I just lost where. Okay.
Do. Okay, anything else that you guys are looking at?
What type of magical items does he have?
What kind are you looking for?
Something in the aspect of defense.
Okay.
That wouldn't be a terrible idea, actually.
How do I get stuff so that I'm not carrying it anymore if I don't need it? But it's like but I
Oh.
still have somewhere to keep track of it.
Anything that that you want to like put inside of a chest or something, you can
Mhm.
just overwrite the weight at 0.
Okay. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
I have to do that with the bag of holding.
Yeah.
So, how do you do that? Oh, customize? Weight override. So what is, would I just put the weight in it?
Yeah, just put 0 and then put a note in box or in bag or something.
In the chest thingy from my room.
Okay. So you're looking for some sort of defensive magical item. I must say they are rather expensive, but you see him reach into another chest, not the pack of holding, but a different chest, and he opens it up, and you see a glinting sort of golden glow as he pulls out a pair of bracers and places them on the table. Now these are fairly sought after items. I could let them go for 2,000 gold.
I'm a broke college student.
Wait, what are we talking about now?
Bracers of defense.
Oh, yep.
Magical items are rather pricey, and
I will keep that in mind, though.
can't give much of a discount on them. I can work
that's-
with you
that's
a
fine.
little bit, but they'll be here when you get back, most likely.
Mm-hmm. That is fine. I will keep that in mind, though.
I also have a shield. I'm not sure how many of you are shield wielders, though.
No.
Nope.
I have a brooch
That's
of
what I
shieldings.
thought.
Slightly random question. Does falling deal force damage? What is that?
Falling deals falling damage.
Okay, falling damage.
Yeah.
What is force damage?
Force damage, it's like a magical force energy.
Mm-hmm.
I believe magic missile is force. for
Well, yeah,
instance.
I'm immune to magic.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm immune to magic missile.
Yes.
This fact delights me to no end.
Yes. It is good.
What else
Okay.
might we need?
Well,
Oh,
you've got
don't-
water covered. What are you going to do about shelter?
I was gonna say, damn, we don't have Alan in this game.
Yeah,
A magic fucking forge.
right? I will warn you that yes, it gets incredibly hot during the day, but the nights are very bitterly cold.
Then perhaps a tent and some blankets?
Very well. Check your inventory. Some of you might actually have a tent.
I do not.
I have
a
a blanket, I
bedroll.
don't have a tent.
Okay.
I have a bedroll, that's it.
I
He'll
have
ju-
neither.
He'll just give you all a tent. That's fine.
Okay.
Tents are heavy.
Tents are heavy.
Not for me.
No, but for me, the tent is 2/3 of my weight.
Well, yeah, Luddy does have a bag of holding, so that will definitely help
you guys watch Lunny just put this tent in a tiny bag.
Nice.
Can I put my tent in there too?
Please.
Sure.
Thank you.
Nice.
How much does that thing hold?
Up to 500 pounds.
That's a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
Okay.
So I will put a tent in my thing and then add the note that it's in the bag of holding.
It also might be a good idea once you get into town that you look for a stable master or something. Will possibly get yourself beasts of burden.
Friends? You're encouraging me to get a nature friend?
And is there anything else I can help you with?
I think that's it.
I think that's it. That's all I can think of.
Me
Very
too.
well. I'll be here if you need anything.
Thank you.
He kind of
Thank you.
nods an invisible hat and goes back to counting his money.
Yeah, so I can hold a very small amount of weight before I'm encumbered purely because I only weigh 30 pounds.
That's fair. Okay, so you guys got some equipment? Is there anything else you're looking for? Anything else you guys want to do? Anyone you want to talk to?
We should figure out who's coming with us.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thinking about it. It's a lot of thought. There are many important factors to consider.
Like,
Well, first is who will be the most useful. Second is who is someone that we won't want to drown in sand. And
We've been here for 2 days. I'm not sure I've figured out who I want to drown in sand yet.
there will be a lot of sand, so there will be a lot of opportunity.
These are the heavy questions.
No, I'm very light.
Hey Zay, welcome to the stream.
We're debating on who we should drown in sand first.
wait, is
I
that the
mean-
discussion we're having now?
I mean, personality-wise, I would. There's a few people I'd probably drown in sand. But unfortunately, one of them would be actually, both of them would be very useful. What do you think, Visca?
Which one of us knows how to navigate a desert? I don't. Do you?
No.
No,
Lenny? No?
no.
No? Okay.
No.
Then, in spite of everything and probably want to drown him in sand, we should probably get the person who knows how to navigate a desert, or... I'm not sure about... What, you said Eliusha's from more of a savanna?
Yeah.
Would she be able
Eliusha's
to navigate a desert? We could ask her.
being a Loxodon, she has the ability to store water, a lot of elephants do.
Okay.
So, and she is
Useful.
familiar with some of those areas as well. It's not exactly a desert because a savanna is more. It's less sand and
Grasslands.
more grasslands and drier things. But yeah, she would not as good as like a beer would be, obviously. But you can. But yeah, Eliusha would basically be able to help with Savannah, and obviously you guys can talk to individual people too to see what their take is.
I have a question about that location. Do they have their own language, or do they speak, like, common?
the location. They would speak two languages. They would speak Zebanese, which is basically a derivative of Common and Common. So Common is still a common language. It'd be Sarithian Common, which is it's still basically common. You'd be able to understand them.
Like saying Ukrainian Russian is Russian when it's technically Russian, but also not Russian.
Basically.
Mm-hmm.
Well, picture it this way. French in Maine is vastly different from French in Quebec, which is vastly different from French in France.
Yes.
So it's
Yeah.
a good way to look at it. Yeah, you can understand what they're saying, but there's a few things that it's just like... what?
Mostly. You
Yeah.
can mostly.
Yeah.
Mostly.
Mostly. You guys can call people in too if you want to talk with them one-on-one. You're more than welcome to.
Interviews.
Yeah, you can hold interviews.
Auditions. Auditions to be on our team. Because let's be real. It has been made explicitly clear that we have the cool mission.
It has.
It really has.
Yeah.
So should we go down to the 4th floor and talk to the others?
Yes.
Sure.
Okay. So where on the 4th floor do you go?
Somewhere.
Let's start knocking on doors.
Yeah, I mean, you could call them into the study room too, that you guys have down there.
Oh shit, I forgot that exists.
We
You abandoned Zinni.
Let's face it, we have 2 pyromaniacs on this team and a warforged. What can you contribute to this team?
Yes.
Where am I?
2
Oh,
pyromaniacs.
did you-
I put
You
you over
moved
there. Yeah.
Okay. I was gonna move me, but we're good.
Okay.
Oh, you moved all of them all together.
hello,
That was
children.
Yeah. All right. So we'll say that you basically are setting up an interview space, and that they've been informed of it, and they're all basically waiting outside to speak with you. Who would you like to call in first?
I'm not doing the interview. I would probably more interrogate a person than I would interview them.
I mean, that's not a bad thing.
Okay.
We need to know what people bring to the table, because if it's up to me and based purely on who I like, then there's one choice. However, that is not how we're deciding things necessarily.
Let's just go down the line.
Sure, why not?
Next.
First victim.
All right. Thalgrin comes in, and he's kind of stretching a little bit and looks at all of you. Great to meet. Great to see you all. So, why am I here?
We're holding interviews to see who wants to come with us on our mission, because we're going into the desert and we need to find people who will be useful, or rather a person who will be useful to go with us. So we're just interviewing you all.
Right. Suppose that makes sense. What do you want to know?
How familiar are you with deserts?
Oh, the desert in question is actually just west of where I am from. I am actually from Bartha Dream. I haven't been there. I haven't been to the desert very much, but 1 or 2 expeditions.
How good would you say that your navigation skills are there? In nothing but sand dunes.
On a scale from 1 to 10, I'd probably place myself at a 5, maybe a 6.
Okay, that's not bad.
Alright.
Okay.
Also, I can use
So-
divination magics to help guide the path.
Yes,
That is true.
That is also very true. Okay, okay. So you are somewhat familiar with the area.
He also has a gun.
And you have a gun. Yeah, that's also
I
bonus,
do.
yeah.
That I do.
And dwarf stuff is cool, kind of like gnome stuff is cool, so
Right.
that's a bonus.
Aye.
Are you just giving brownie points for this?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I mean,
Cool.
Lunny is the brownie points. What do you
Look.
think about it?
Look, we are judging this not just on usefulness, but who we will not want to drown in sand. So,
I do not want to be drowned in sand.
I don't know, you seem kind of cool, so I don't think we'd drown you in sand.
Right. That's good to know.
So, very important question. If we invited you, would you want to come?
Sure, I'm up to anything. I mean, either way, we're both going to be going on these expeditions. One's going to the Sibeta, which is actually the town that I went before. I haven't been to Irusan, but I have heard a little bit of the lore in the area.
Okay. So you know some of the lore as well.
Aye.
Okay. I don't know if I do. Do I? That is not an in-game question. That is an out-of-character question.
Probably
no matter
not. I don't.
Yeah.
Unless you explicitly have gone to that area, you probably wouldn't know much in the way of the customs or like lore.
No, not. Well, I was gonna say lore is kind of my thing.
Sure. Yeah.
'Cause
You know
I
what?
do am proficient in history.
Sure. Go ahead and make a history check to see how familiar you are with the area.
Yeah. And her whole thing is she collects stories.
Right.
So 21.
21. Yeah, you've heard some things specifically about the dragon that was supposedly killed. And
Okay.
the dragon was Yanteeth, also known as the Usurper, who was a blue dragon.
Ooh.
Yeah, that previously had an agreement with the surrounding areas. However, something must have happened, and something happened to the agreement, and they were fighting with the dragon over control for several decades, and apparently that dragon is now dead.
Oh, that's sad. Okay.
Yeah, you sound muffled.
What now?
Okay.
You
you're
sounded
better.
muffled for some reason.
Oh, because I got distracted and my microphone went under my chin.
That would do it.
Yeah.
So,
I don't know what else you would like to know, but I mean, I'm fairly open, an open book if you'd like to read it.
no, those were my questions. What about you, Visca?
That was mine.
Okay, Lonnie?
Lonnie's
No?
just looking between them like, what am I supposed to ask?
Okay, no, that's fine. If you don't have any questions, that's okay.
Right? No. To be honest, I don't really care who I go with. It sounds like it's gonna be fun either way. I mean, a dragon horde.
That's fair. That's very fair.
Right?
Okay,
Well, if you
Well,
need
thank
anything
you.
else, I'll be around.
okay. Thank you.
Next! The bugbear wheels himself in. Salutations!
Oh,
I can't remember his name.
Zagok.
Zagok.
Zagok. Thank you. Hi!
Hello.
Okay, so we're doing these interviews because we want to find the best person to come with us on our adventure, and so we're just talking to everybody. So, first question: how familiar are you with the desert?
He chuckles. I will admit there are not many bugbears in that area. It's
No, but I imagine there
a
aren't a lot
little
of
hot.
bugbears in a lot of areas.
This is a very true statement.
Okay, yeah, and it is very hot. I'm not used to that. So not very used to it. Do you know much of any of the lore?
I have heard certain things. If it's dealing with a dragon, though, I do have some specialties in that area. I have dealt with their kind before.
Okay. But it doesn't sound like there's a dragon there now. Now it sounds like we're just more looking for the stuff it left behind.
Right,
But I guess-
which, if you are looking for where they would be, then I might be able to find that for you.
Okay. Okay.
Also, I am a conjuration specialist, so
That
if-
was gonna be my next.
if there is something that you need, I can probably conjure it up.
Okay. Okay. What kind of things can you conjure?
Mostly.
You don't-
What?
I was gonna say you don't have to actually give me a demonstration. I'm just curious.
Right. So he basically goes through his repertoire. To let you guys know, he knows Featherfall, floating discs, so he can have like something to carry stuff next to him. Fog Cloud, Grease, Identify, which all of you know. Long Strider, which would help you travel. Unseen Servant, so he could send someone ahead to like deactivate traps or anything if there are any in the area. Yeah, so basic conjuration stuff.
Okay. Okay.
I should note that all of the characters are level 2.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
That's right.
because they level up.
'Cause-
They level up slower than you guys.
Yes.
And if you are worried about the wheelchair, I will say that it is magically enchanted to go over any terrain.
I'm particularly worried about it. I figured if that'd be a problem, you'd tell us. Let's see.
See, I'm more worried about your physical attributes of fur in a desert.
Yeah.
How hot will you get?
Very.
That's unfortunate.
To be honest, I am not quite looking forward to this.
That is understandable.
Mm-hmm.
Someone please chop off my nose.
What?
Please chop off my nose.
Oh. Those are my questions, I think. I don't remember what else I asked the last time.
Dude, same.
Oh, wait, no, I do remember the last question. If we invited you, would you want to come?
I'm going to be honest, and I do not want to do this at all. The desert does not exactly sound fun to me. However,
That's fair.
since I have to, I would rather be with the winning team. Which,
Okay.
from your experience, is you three.
Okay, that's fair. I think that's all I have. Visca?
That's all I got.
Okay.
Very
We will
well.
let you know what we decide.
He wheels so out.
I don't think I would drown him in sand.
No, definitely not.
Now for the person you might drown in sand.
No, but it's unfortunately going to be like the most useful.
He walks into the room and he nods at all three of you and spits onto the ground as you see a cloth float in and pick up the spit. And
Okay, so we've already established that you're from there, you know the language, you know the lore.
Which
You
is all
probably
very
know how to...
survive well in the desert. You're not going to overheat and die that way. Let's see, what else?
Look,
Mhm.
I am going to be honest with you. I am an abrasive person,
Yes.
but I know
Don't
the
make us drown
area.
you in sand.
I know the customs. I might even know some of the people we are working with. And I know sometimes I am not exactly the best with people skills.
Okay.
But
Okay.
when it comes to a team, I look for whoever it is. You can have. I do not do well with interviews. I apologize.
It's okay. Neither do I.
But there is more than my rough exterior, I will say.
Okay. Okay. Remind me
Motivation.
again what your specialty is.
I am an illusionist.
Right. Yes. The mirages. Yes. Okay. You know, I don't know a lot about illusion. What does that bring to the team?
Hang on just a second. Let me pull up his character sheet.
I'm gonna make you work for this, motherfucker.
Yeah, I'm making you guys work for it. All right. I'm skilled at the ability of persuading the eyes of the people I want to see what I want them to see. So, whether that be disguising myself, disguising somebody else, making them see an illusion that is not there, putting people to sleep magically. There are several skills in my repertoire. I can also mend together broken objects.
Okay. All useful. Okay. So you know the lore, you know the place, you know some of the people. You will not die in the heat. You can do disguises and stuff, which might help, especially if. Oh wow! What if there are already people who found the treasure? Yeah, that'll be useful. And I am assuming because you're trying to convince us so hard that if we invited you, you would want to come.
I'm not good with losing. So
Okay.
I will say that the last battle game left me a little salty.
We're not gonna have to drown you in sand, are we?
I would prefer it not.
Okay.
I may not be the nicest person that you have to choose from. But when it comes to watching my teammates' backs, I am reliable.
Okay, that is useful. Those are my questions. You need to talk more. If it's just gonna be me, then it's just gonna be a lot of me asking questions, and I don't know.
Probably just be you asking questions.
Okay. I mean, I don't mind. I just thought maybe you'd want more input.
You're asking more of the thing that I'm going to ask anyway, so it's just you might as well do it.
Okay.
Wait, before you go, a beer. How are you with cats?
I love cats.
Okay, we're good.
In fact, where I am from, they're also often seen as a higher form of life.
Oh, he's from Egypt, isn't he?
It's a very Egyptian-like culture, yes.
He is in D&D Egypt.
Nice.
Okay, those are my questions, I think. Okay, well, we will let you know after we talk with everyone else.
I'm sure you will make the right decision, or we will get there first. He kind of gives you this cocky grin and goes away.
I mean,
I
You
will
didn't-
drown you in sand.
you didn't win last time, so.
He kind of stops like he's gonna turn around and retort, but doesn't and keeps walking.
I will drown
Elyusia.
you in sand. like the
Elyusia kind of
catwalk.
crouches underneath the doorway and comes in. Hello. How are you all?
Good, how are you?
As well as I could be, I suppose.
I'm ready to trip some certain elf man. Fuck.
Oh, is he an elf? Did I miss that somewhere along the line? Is
Is
Azir an elf?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay, yeah, I
He,
missed that.
he wears a turban that kind of like blocks his ears, but yeah, he is an elf. He's a high elf.
Okay, then. Oh, that explains so much about his personality and why I want to drown it.
Like how I'm the only one who catches on to that, because normally I find elf men attractive, but no, I just want to fucking drown this man in sand.
I'm not huge on elves. I much prefer dwarves and gnomes. So
Yeah.
like,
No, that is fair. Final Fantasy is actually what got me into elves.
So the others are telling me that you're looking to interview your fourth member.
yes.
Okay, then what would you like to know?
Well, first question is, are you at all familiar with the area that we're going to?
I must say that I have never been to Seaman. Though I have had some experience with deserts, that particular region is alien to me.
Okay. I mean, it'll be alien to all of us, so I guess that wouldn't be too terrible.
I suppose that
But
is fair.
But you're familiar with desert type areas.
Correct.
Okay. So that's always good. And you were, I think you were Necromancy, right?
That is correct. I am one with the ancestors.
Okay. Which I think is a little creepy, but that's okay. You seem pretty nice.
It is a very highly misunderstood art, correct?
Well, I mean, it's one I can't learn, so.
That is understandable. There is a lot of misconceptions and an unfortunate amount of necromancers that put a bad name for the rest of us.
They sure don't help.
Correct.
Okay, so let's see. Necromancy, that means that, you have that cold touch thing. That's nasty. And,
That's nasty.
well, I mean, it is. It's really mean.
I am also adept at earth magics as well.
Oh. In sand, that might be useful. I don't know if that translates well into sand.
I could push the sand across and make it less of an obstacle for us. I could also mold it or send tremors throughout it.
Oh, well, that's cool. Okay, so that's neat. So that's useful. What else do you think would make you a good addition to the team?
Well, there is a certain intimidation factor by having a Loxodon on your team.
True, you are very big and I am very small, so.
And generally speaking, I would love to have an opportunity to get to know you all better.
So she's useful, and we wouldn't want to drown her in sand.
That is good to hear. And also, not only would we be able to get information from the living, but also the dead.
Oh,
true.
that's true. I didn't think of that. That is very useful. Very useful. Hmm. That makes the decision even harder. Hmm.
I am also highly skilled with this, and she pulls out her crescent sword and her shield.
Sword and a shield. I can probably not carry either of those.
That is another thing. I am quite strong.
They are probably the size of me.
Oh, she actually isn't that strong. She's constitution heavy. She has a 20 constitution.
Jesus.
19 armor class.
What the fuck?
That's
Jesus
without
Christ.
spells.
So we put her in the front.
Yeah. She's basically, and she does have shields, so she can add 5 to that.
Yep.
She can have a 24 AC.
What the fuck? At a level 2.
Yeah.
That's dumb.
Ching.
It's like,
That is-
the fact that we
that
can
is
get so much out of
ridiculous.
her.
Mm,
And I wouldn't want to drown her in sand. So
Exactly. That's a major selling point for us.
it really is a major selling point for us.
Is there anything else that you'd care to know? I feel it is necessary that if the cultures of the area are much to the same standpoint of a beer, we would want to keep my necromancy on the down low.
Oh, is that his problem?
From what I have read, yes, and it bothers me a little bit to have someone not like me just because of my area of specialty, but he is from a very different culture. But yes, I believe it is my necromancy, the reason that he is so hard on me.
Okay. Well, that is a lot to think about because you have a lot of really useful stuff you can help us with.
I appreciate that.
You make, again, everyone's making it a really hard decision.
I will say that my necromancy is consent-based, and I always ask the permission of the body before I take them.
Sounds nice.
That is nice to know.
And very considerate.
She kind of nods with a soft and warm smile.
Okay. And I think that's all. Did you want to ask her the question about the cat?
Sure. How well do you get along with cats?
As well as any other beast, I suppose.
Cool.
Okay. Okay.
I am not much for familiars. I think conjuration's actually one of her forbidden schools.
Well,
Yeah, she does not have
that's okay.
find familiar like the rest of you do.
That's okay. Necromancy is my forbidden one, so one of mine.
Let me
Illusion is one of mine.
Illusion, forbidden enchantment and illusion. Okay.
So
yeah.
Oh, those are mine too.
Oh really?
enchant.
Yeah, enchantment and illusion are my forbidden.
Oh shit. Yep.
My magics are forbidden to you. Okay. Well, those are the questions that we have, and I'm guessing from the sounds of things you want to come with us if we invite you. So that answers that question.
I am open to either path. Both sound like it would be a very satisfying experience.
Okay. Well, we will let you know what we decide. Thank you very much.
Gives another soft smile and leaves.
Aw, I
Crouching
like her now.
down
I like
slightly.
her.
Honest to God, is not helping us.
No.
This is
It's
in fact
making
making
it-
the decision harder.
It is making it harder. I do
All right,
like her.
everyone
a
make a perception check at the disadvantage.
lot. Oh, boo.
God damn it, Marty.
I don't have. I don't have a good perception. I don't think.
What even is my perception?
I think mine is just a straight 0. No, it's a +1.
I got a 6. Damn it. Because I rolled a natural 22 and I'm sad.
Oh, let's see. What do I get?
Wait, is disadvantage the second roll?
It's
An
whatever
8.
the lowest is.
Yeah,
okay.
it's whatever's
Yep,
the lowest.
6. Damn.
Ooh,
17.
nice. All right.
I don't have any plus to that.
Let's see how well
Lunny is paying attention.
Body does. Wow. It's still
Nice.
high enough to sneak up on the other two though. But you basically see Body is creeping like behind, like she's sneaking underneath the desks, and then like going to sneak up on Zinni. Do you do anything?
No.
Okay, you have
I will watch from the corner of my eye, but
so Zinni, you're just kind of standing there waiting for the last person, Bonnie, to come in, and then you feel a hand on your shoulder. Run! Did I get you?
Ear-piercing shriek.
She just starts laughing. So,
Now that
what do you guys need?
Oh, so we are interviewing people to see who wants to come with us. And well, I mean, I guess it seems like pretty much everyone wants to come with us because we're going on a really cool, fun adventure. But
We all
we're
know
trying
I'm
to
going with you, though.
I mean, I wouldn't say no.
I'm just kidding.
But-
I'm just kidding. No pressure. No pressure. But I
We're
would
trying-
really like to go with you guys.
Aw.
I will say that I don't deal with the heat very well, though. I'm used to, like, the colder environments.
Well, I mean, you're usually pretty bundled up,
Yeah.
so that might be hard. But let's go to the usual round of questions. Okay, so what is your specialty again?
Abjuration is my specialty, so, like, more protective magics.
Okay, so like shielding and that kind of stuff.
Right.
Okay. And like that that one that we learned. I can't
Absorb
The one-
magic, or
Yeah, that
absorb
one.
elements?
Yeah, that one. Okay. So that alone would be very, very useful. And you're not very familiar with deserts.
Oh, no, I would prefer staying away from deserts altogether, personally. But I mean, I could do it if I had to, which it sounds like I have to either way.
Yeah. Okay. So
I mean, I do have some ice spells, which might help kind of counteract some of the hot, blistering heat.
true. Okay. That's useful. And definitely wouldn't want to drown you in sand. So
Oh, I appreciate that. Thank you.
so there's that. That's always a good thing. Visca, huh? What?
I'm
No, go ahead.
also able to put up barriers and different alarm detection spells and other things like that. Also, I'm really, really sneaky.
Yes, you are. Very, very sneaky. And very, very sneaky can be very, very useful.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Because I don't really even notice you ever. Okay. Well, I mean, I can't be the only one who asks questions, Visca. We know that Lonnie doesn't have questions.
I know that Lenny doesn't have questions.
Wait,
I do have one question.
why does Lenny not have questions?
I don't know.
What's your question? Tell us. Ask us, I guess.
How do you drown someone in sand?
Trust me, you can drown
Oh.
someone on anything.
I
Okay,
think
so
they more
here's-
mean like suffocation.
Yes. Yes. So it's like drowning someone, but inhaling sand. instead of water. Because there really isn't a lot of water in the desert. That's the desert's whole thing. Is not having a lot of water.
Lenny will give a very slow nod.
I like how that's Lunny's only question out of everything.
Well, we do
Like, how do you drown someone in sand? You make
We
them
do-
drown.
we do keep kind of using it as a point of measurement.
We do. We do keep using it as a point of
Is
measurement.
our scale of whether or not we want to drown someone in sand.
Lenny's only knowledge of drowning is that it usually happens in a liquid when creatures that need to breathe are submerged for too long.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Lenny
we're
does
gonna
not need to breathe.
That's
we're
true.
going to submerge someone in the sand for too long. It just isn't a liquid.
Okay.
I don't really know what else to ask.
Neither do I. And I didn't really ask anything, because you asked the one question
Well,
that I wanted to
I
ask.
mean, don't feel pressured, because if somebody else would be a better suited for the team, I'd understand. It's not, I'm not gonna take offense if you don't choose me, okay?
Okay. But I want to choose you.
You can see her cheeks kind of peek up like she's smiling underneath her scarf.
Aw. Okay. Well, regardless, you are the bestest friend here, so.
Aw, thank you. So
Okay.
should I like leave now and let you guys think about it, or?
Yeah, probably.
Okay. Alright, well,
Okay.
I'll be, I don't know, in the kitchen or something.
Okay. We will let you know what we decide.
And she turns around and she leaves.
That's really hard.
Out of everything, or everyone, the beer and Elyusia actually, well, even Thagrin.
Yeah,
Has
Thyron,
some-
because he
those
knows
three.
the area. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
That
think
and he
it-
can use divination to basically use it as a compass.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah.
There's actually a
But-
spell called Find the Path.
But is that a spell or is that a cantrip?
It's a divination thing. So he would learn it on the journey, but it's basically, you know how you play like Skyrim and it shows you that invisible path to follow?
Yeah.
That's basically what the spell is.
Okay. Interesting. And also helpful.
Yeah, so those are probably the three big choices then.
Yeah, I think those are the three.
Yeah, Thalgrin has been in the area. Like, he's not completely familiar with it. Just like I've never been to, beyond Las Vegas as far as the desert goes. But
Mhm.
I've been in that area before. That's kind of the same boat that Thalgrin's in.
Meanwhile, Kai is from the desert.
I'm from everywhere, okay?
I am from here.
Yeah, no.
Yep, me too.
I am
a
from
beer,
the trees.
a beer is an obvious choice, but the biggest thing with the beer is he's a dick.
Yeah, we want to drown him in sand.
Yeah. Which is like literally that is such a major negative
Right.
point.
Which
So-
but I mean, this also could be an opportunity to kind of get to know him and see why he's like that.
Yeah.
But it's up to you guys. Like, or Elyusia is a very kind, soft-spoken woman, but she's also a necromancer. And
So,
if that
like-
gets out in the area, that could prove to be problematic.
So here's part of my problem. Yes, a beer might know people there,
Yep.
but do they like him?
That's a good question.
Tell me that's not a factor to consider.
He did say he might know people in the area.
Yes, but
Whether
that
or
does
not
not
that's
say.
right, but I mean, it could be a cultural thing. Like he might come off-putting, but it's actually very normal in the area. Like
That's true.
if an American or just a standard American goes to like Japan, they come off as incredibly rude, but that's just
Yeah.
because they don't know the customs.
Yeah. Hmm.
Oh, good way to look at it. But in the end, like I said, this is all up to you guys. You can pick any one of them. Emotep. Oh, tep. Emotep.
Oh, Jesus.
So we're choosing between. We're really choosing between 3.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, let's think. How about we roll a die and
Well, a die 3 would be a die 6, and then 1 or 2 would be 1, 3 and 4 would be 2, and 5 and 6 would be 3.
exactly. It's like we roll a die, and by the time it lands, we'll know who we want to actually pick.
Yeah, that sounds pretty accurate.
Oh, that's funny.
Tell me that's not how you work with like coin tosses and stuff.
Right?
Okay, here's a 6.
You haven't established what the...
Nope.
Yeah,
no, we haven't.
We haven't established who belongs to what. Although, I'll be
Who
honest.
should be 1 and 2?
I kind of want Alyosha, even with the risk of people finding out she's a necromancer.
Yeah.
Yeah, because she gets, while she doesn't have the knowledge of the area like Abir and Zigrin, she's still at least familiar with desert climates. And she's got the sword and shield, and it's hard to hit her. So
He's literally a tank.
She is a good
Literally.
tank. I will say that. She is a good tank.
yeah. So there's that, and
She could also talk to the dead with consent.
yeah. So like dead things can talk. Apparently, that's a thing that we can say now, and so
And
yeah,
have feelings
I-
too, Mom.
I think it's gonna be Alyosha. At
Yeah.
least that's my vote.
I'll go with that vote because it's either me going logical and punching a beer in the dick and he gets drowned in sand, or going with someone I actually care about.
And like does seem genuinely useful. While a beer seems potentially useful, again, I'm not entirely convinced that if we run into someone, he knows that they won't try to drown him in sand.
Yeah. 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 I really don't know.
Yeah, that's a hard judgment.
It's a hard thing
make.
to like discuss.
Yep. Honestly, Alyosha was not one of the ones that I thought you were gonna choose. But it's cool. I like it.
Okay. Yeah. Well.
We're gonna pick the nice Loxodon lady unless Kai says no.
Lenny has no opinion one way or the other.
Okay.
So I guess we're
Then-
going with Alyosha.
Yep.
Okay. So, we'll say, do you want to like approach Alyosha, or do you want to call her in? What do you want to do?
I will send the cat out and the cat will start purring at her intensely. It's just like Holtz. You know who we're picking. And he'll just like
Go.
meow softly. And he'll
Right.
wiggle out the door. And he'll like look at everyone and give a glare to Mr. Elfman. And then he'll go up to Alyosha's leg and start purring against her and, rubbing himself against her like any cat would.
But you know, him being
And if a
an
beer
elf and-
approaches, he will get hissed at.
it makes so much more sense now because him being an elf and hating necromancy makes it make sense. It makes so much more sense now. I don't know how I missed that, but I did.
Well, you said something about the necromancy a couple sessions ago. Where you
Well,
were
yeah.
like, is it the necromancy? Is that what it is?
I was trying to figure out if it was because, like, his people have some sort of something against Loxodons, which, because they're in similar environments, sounded like it
Mhm.
could be
Mhm.
feasible, or it was the necromancy thing. Could not tell which.
Mhm.
Could not tell which. Because he could just be a piece of shit. Which, since he's an elf, tracks.
That's fair.
Stereotypes against elves. But yeah.
Okay. So a few minutes later, you hear a knock at the door, and Holtz comes in first, and then Elysia kind of peeks in. So I don't know what it is, but your cat just will not leave me alone.
Because we chose you.
coming to retrieve you.
Oh, well, I don't know what to say.
You're coming with us.
What made you want to choose me?
Product reasons, actually. Because you're familiar with the climate. You probably won't die. Well, probably won't die in the climate.
Mm.
Let's see. And you are strong, and you got the shield and stuff, and it'll be hard to hit you. And the necromancy stuff is useful, and you're nice. So,
Oh, well, you flatter me. Thank you. I don't know what to say.
yeah. So I think if a lot of the people there are like a beer, we probably won't want to tell a lot of people that you do necromancy.
Right.
Just to be on the safe side, because even if you're hard to hit, enough people trying to hit you will probably hit eventually.
I am well
and
aware. Yes.
We want to avoid that.
Fair enough.
But we want you to come with us.
I'm honored. Thank you. Well, I suppose we head out in the morning then. So I'll see you at dinner.
Yeah.
And she kind of gives you another one of those soft smiles and leaves the room. All right. You've made your decision. Where are you guys gonna go?
Well, we have the stuff that we think we're gonna need. I still have plenty of gold for on the way. Because I only spent a grand total of like 7. No, yeah, like 7 gold.
I have
spent
3 left.
I
What was
spent
that?
1 gold and 2 silver.
Yep, I spent a total of 7 gold, and so because I already had 15 in my thing for some reason, I don't know if that was something that I was supposed to start with, or if that was just something.
It might have been from your background.
Yeah, it was probably from your
No.
backpack. That's fine.
So I still have 208.
I was worried about not having enough for this game, but you guys have spent 2 hours and we're not even at the town.
No.
That's kind of
Oh,
cool.
yeah, that's true. Yeah. So let's see. No, I don't think I need anything else. Not physical stuff anyway. I might go poke around in some books and see if I can find some useful information.
Okay.
Yep.
Sure. So you're gonna head to the library then?
Yeah, story reconnaissance.
Sure. Okay. So let's throw you into the library. And where are the rest of you going?
I want to go to. Sorry, I'm sneezing. This circle room again.
Sure.
Or I think it was that circle room. I might have been the classroom.
The alchemy
to-
class, or
Whichever was better for me to use conjuration.
conjuration would be the summoning circle, because you get a bonus with that.
Okay, yeah.
And
Hold on, I have
where's
a
Lunny
badge.
gonna go?
Lenny is going to roam because they can't think of anything they need to do before the
Sure. Okay. So we'll start off with Zinni. What exactly are you looking for in the library?
Because we're okay, just so that I make sure that my brain tracked what we're doing. We are trying to find the dragon horde, right?
Yes, you were trying to find the horde of the dragon that was killed.
Okay, so what I want to do is I want to see if I can find any sort of information on the dragon and like where it might have, like what area
Sure.
it might have like lived in specifically, so that we can at least narrow it down, because it's a pretty big area we were given as like a potential.
Yeah, for real. Okay, so depending on what you want to roll depends on what kind of information you're going to get. So
Okay.
what exactly do you want to roll? Do you want to roll history, arcana, nature, survival? It could be like any one of those.
Because I'm looking for more like straight facts, I think history would probably fit better.
Sure, okay. So go ahead and roll. Because you are in a library, you will be rolling at the advantage.
Okay. Oh. There we go. I didn't actually roll those.
That's fine.
There we go.
Ooh,
Nice, so 21.
21. Okay. So you're rolling history. In the area, yes, you have you found a little bit on the Siban culture and basically what to expect, and there's a lot of consistencies with what Abir has told you. You know, the greeting being spitting at the feet, representing giving your water to other people as a very good sign of respect. That the culture is very almost xenophobic to outsiders. They are very much an us versus them sort of society. Which
You can just say they're elves.
yeah, well, they're not all elves, but it is very very xenophobic as far as that goes. Like strangers are generally looked upon with a little bit of questioning why you're here, sort of thing. There are some writings on on Yanteeth, the usurper that you find, and that apparently the blue dragon has made an alliance with several monsters around the area. So like there's often like Ankangs or dust devils that actually worship and revere Yanteeth. So that might be an obstacle that you guys run into.
Okay.
Anything else in particular you're looking for?
Maps?
Maps. You rolled a 21. Yeah, I'll say that you got a basic map of the area.
Okay.
So you can write
Map is good.
write down a map of Siban ruins or something. What were those rolls for?
Let's figure out where Lenny's wandering.
Sure.
Floor 6 is off limit, so
Floor 6 is off limits.
so that's a reroll.
Okay, so while you're looking at that information, what is Visca doing?
I wish to turn my cat into a bird.
Okay. So, okay. So you're looking for that ceremony,
Yeah.
to do that. So that would be in this room then, because they actually have the gold braziers there. You'll have to.
Yeah, because I couldn't remember.
braziers,
It's just
I
like,
should say,
which
not
room
braziers.
was better suited for it?
The golden
Sorry.
braziers.
It's actually bronze, but yes.
Brazier is what I meant. Not
No, it's
braziers.
braziers now, thank you. Thank you very much.
'Cause all
I
that-
wish to
that
have a
talks
gold
of
brazier.
titties.
That just sounds uncomfortable.
It does. It really does.
All right, so you take the 10 minutes. You're gonna have to mark down 10 gold worth of incense, coal, and things like that. So just deduct that from the money that you get. And what kind of bird do you turn Holtz into?
I was looking this up. I was looking up desert birds, and ironically, one of them was an owl.
An owl. Okay, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Oh my god. Once upon a forest. That fucking owl in that fucking tree.
What?
Nothing, just nom-style flashbacks of a movie that no one remembers.
Okay.
So, as you're doing the ritual, you can hear the grinding and popping noises of the spell as the form of Holtz starts to change, and the fur disappears and recedes, and then is replaced with feathers, and then turns into a small little owl. Probably about maybe 2 feet tall,
Okay.
which is almost as big as body. And you just hear, oh, it hops onto your shoulder.
Nice. You'll be able to scout for us better now.
Yep. Okay. So what do you guys do?
Enjoy.
Lunny, what are you doing?
Wandering around as Lenny do.
Okay. Anywhere in particular, or?
No, just meandering.
Okay. All right. Do you guys want to role play at dinner, or do you want to elapse that and just go straight to the morning?
Let's elapse that just in case I feel like drowning a beer in a cup of wine.
That's fair. There
That's
is,
less.
I will say, there is a little bit of tension at dinner, because of just like the awkwardness of, like, it's not like anyone's upset or anything. There's just like this awkwardness that you didn't choose them, sort of thing.
Well,
But all in all, it's, you know, it's not that big of a deal. So the next morning comes, and the teams are separated into 2 groups of 4, and you are all brought to the first floor. Here. Well, the first team, you're actually brought to the Conjuration Circle. I'm sorry. So there is a man who is wearing, imagine like an Assassin's Creed outfit, but not like so assassin-y. So it's the same kind of like the white.
You're an assassin, but not an assassin.
Yeah, like he doesn't have like hidden blades or anything like that, but he's got the, you know, the white outfit. The hood is backwards, and he's got like longish hair, and he says, "Hello, I am part of the Wayfarers Guild, and I will be transporting the teams to their locations. So, I have good news and bad news. Sibeta does have a teleportation circle, so that means I can get you there on the nose with no complications. So if the team that is going to Sibeta, if you would all step into the circle, please." And the 4 people, so Thalgren, Zagok,
Not
Abir,
us.
and Maudie all step into the circle.
Oh, the bag is gone.
And you see the you see the runes around the circle and all flash as all of them are basically just transported to Sibata. Now, for you, I will have to use the teleport spell. So, I will warn you now, there can be complications with the spell. You
well,
might.
that doesn't sound nice.
Swear to God, if I lose my clothes.
You should be fine as far as your clothes go. It's more about the destination. I've never been to Irasun. I know a little bit about it, but there could be complications as far as the teleport. You might be off track by maybe a day's travel. So, are you ready?
Yes.
Sure, why not?
Sure.
All right. Hang on just a second. Let me pull up the spell. There we go. Okay. All right, well, here we go. And you see him kind of puts his hands together and conjures up a sigil in his hands as it like grows inside, and runes begin to envelop all of you as he speaks. Yerusan, and he blasts all of you with this arcane energy, and you can see your surroundings begin to change. Who wants to roll a die 100 for me?
Sure.
No.
Give me one. Give me one. I require one.
You have to roll the 10 for the 10th
okay.
place, and then the 10 again for the ones. So roll the 10th place first.
Okay, so it is 2. Well, that's not bad. All right. So 20
28.
28. Okay. Oh,
Oh.
okay.
Do that. Don't do that. I don't like that.
Okay, I have to hang on, I have to read this. Oh, this is wonderful.
Wonderful. I don't
don't
believe
like-
it's wonderful.
I don't like you.
I don't like you.
Okay,
Jesus
so
Christ.
right here.
Initializing one weld. If I could stop, like, sneezing. Holy shit. Hey, look, it's the fucking headband. It's what's his face? Look at him go. He's just in the middle of the map.
On the map, on the map,
On the map, on the
on
map.
the map,
All right.
on the map.
So as the area around you is replaced from the stone and the ivory surroundings of the college, there's suddenly this blast of heat that envelops all of you, and you are
like that.
transported from around you, and you actually seem to like get forced into a location that was a little solid for your liking, and you are basically yeeted out of a stone wall, and now I have to roll damage. It's a good way to start.
Damn it, Sig.
Okay, you all take 13 points of force damage as you are basically ejected out of a stone.
Guess what?
Are you resistant?
I am immune.
You're immune to force altogether?
Wait, oh wait, actually no. I think it is resistant. I'm immune to fireball, magic missile.
Okay.
Let me check. I have resistance to force damage. Yes.
Okay.
So
So
you take
you're
half.
resistant, so you take half of it. So you take 6.
Oh, that is so much better for me than
And
13.
all of you are
Jesus
basically
Christ.
he got you close. He got you close, but not exactly on point, as you all land over here by the stone.
It's still loading for me.
Oh yeah, it is 78%. I see it. Okay, almost
Mhm.
done.
I am now at 7 fucking health, bro.
Yeah, yeeted.
I mean, it's a good thing you got a couple extra potions, yeah?
Yeah.
Alright,
And we have
let's
Aliuja
here.
with us, right? Aliuja.
Yes, Eliuja is with you.
Mm-hmm.
I'm stuck at 97%. And then it
I
went
don't-
down to 96. Excuse me?
I
Pardon
don't-
me? I would like an answer.
I don't know what mine is at. What is mine at? Or am I? Where do you see it?
Where do you
Just at
see?
the top of my screen it says loading.
Oh,
Oh yeah,
Mine
yours
doesn't.
is fine. Yours is already loaded.
oh, oh. Well, so it is.
There's like 5 assets that refuse to load for me. Jesus Christ.
Where is my bean? Or is she off screen?
Yeah, the characters are over here.
Okay, that makes sense.
Jesus Christ,
Yep.
why can't I load? Why is this not loading?
Because fuck you.
Yeah, pretty much. It's just 5 fucking things. Hmm. I guess the sand has defeated me.
The sand has defeated you. Everything, yeah, everyone else is loaded.
It's weird.
Hold on, let me reboot my thing, just in case
Sure.
it's an issue with that. Tabletop open.
For once, I am not the problem.
Yeah, I kind of
Oh.
teleported you guys inside of a rock. That wasn't a very good experience.
Well, it was quite rude, really.
Okay, now everything actually appears to be loading.
It
Hey,
just
you're at
needed
98
that
now.
reboot.
So that's good.
I'm gonna say, I swear to God, if it's the same fucking thing.
Ooh,
Hmm.
Eliusha's down to 7 HP.
So am I.
Oof.
Yeah.
I'm down to 17.
Ooh.
Jesus Christ, Lunny.
Wait,
I'm
18.
down to I'm down to 10,
Oh my God.
but I only
Lunny
took
has the
six damage.
HP, but Lunny also has a 10 armor class, so
I mean, I have a 10 armor class, so I'm a goddamn potato.
Same.
I have no idea why my game refuses to load all this shit.
So what is not loading? What do you not see?
It's big, just white strips, like, over here.
is
Here,
it the sand dunes?
So it must be the
I think
sand.
I was gonna say, it's probably just the sand.
Yeah.
No, that's unfortunate. There's a lot of sand.
There's a lot of
I know.
sand.
There is a lot of sand.
It's the desert. That's okay. We can continue, and it will load when it loads.
Pretty much.
Sure. Okay, so the 4 of you are basically teleported inside of the rock by the mishap that happened with the teleportation spell, and forcefully ejected out, taking that 7 points of damage. I'm sorry, the 13 points of damage, 6 points of damage for Rada. I'm sorry, for Dolphy. And
Yeah.
you're all yeeted out and basically ejected next to it, face first into the sand below you. And oh, that was an unpleasant experience. And Eliusha like lifts herself up, and she helps the nearest person, which would have been Zinni, and helps you to your feet, and the other 2 as well.
Are you okay?
I'll be fine. How is everybody else?
I'm alive.
Surprisingly okay.
Good. Lunny, are you alright?
Fine. Thank you.
Alright, so are we here? She kind of looks around, and you can see your surroundings. You've got buildings over here, and you've got some bones around you as well, of some sort of creature that you're not familiar with. What do you guys do?
Can I inspect the bones?
Sure. Go ahead and make a medicine check.
Oh, I thought it would be nature.
I'll let you do nature, but you'll get different information out of it.
That's fine. A 10.
They are the bones of a creature you've never seen before.
Oh.
Lenny will also inspect the bones.
Sure. What do you want to use?
My nature's better.
Okay.
Oh. 18.
At first you're pretty sure that your eyes are deceiving you, because they look like a type of giant lizard that is no longer supposedly alive, as it's got 3 horns and what looks like the bones of what you would assume is a triceratops.
Huh. Okay.
Do you know what that is?
I believe it is called a triceratops.
Oh. Well, I suppose we should continue on. Are the rest of you okay to travel?
Yep.
All right. Well, let's hope this is Yerusan then. And she will begin heading in this direction.
Yay! Walking.
Follow.
Okay, so you travel around this area. You see a group of like 8 people that seem to be like arguing, and one of them draws a sword, and they're talking in a language none of you have. They are talking native Seamanese. I'm assuming none of you have that.
No.
So you can make out some of the words because it is still a common tongue, but it sounds like they're fighting over some sort of caste system or whatever. And one of them draws the sword, and you see another one like hold up his hands, like, "Hey, let's not do this sort of thing." You don't know exactly what they're saying. It is a very tense moment though, as they all just kind of look at each other. And then they like shrug, they like, what is it called? They like scoff and turn away, and they both go their separate ways. At the which point you see the at the gate of the city there is a large like palisade sort of opening, and 2 guards outside of it.
Well, that seemed dramatic.
Do you mind if we take a few minutes before we approach?
I'm okay with that. What exactly is the problem?
I am going to ritual cast comprehend languages.
Oh, okay. All right.
Uh-huh.
So you take a few moments as you hear some of the talking from one of the groups that's exiting, and it's all like, "Ora sata chura mora, dura fura sina." Man, that guy is just such an asshole. I'm gonna fucking kill him. As as the
Fair.
comprehend languages kicks in, and they're all just kind of heading in a different direction.
Hopefully this makes things easier.
Does it?
Well, I can understand what they are saying now.
It's good.
I want to know why the dunes never want to load for me.
Yeah, I don't know. You're still
Because
stuck
they-
at 98%.
I know.
Because they hate you and everything you stand for.
Yeah, basically.
Probably.
Okay, so you're outside of a city. You're not sure if it's the city, but what do you guys do?
I would like to find a cartographer.
cartographer. Ooh.
I think we have to get into the city first. But yes.
You do.
Okay, let us first get into the city and then find a cartographer.
Okay.
Yes.
So you see two guards at the gate of the city. What do you do?
I assume we're meandering in that direction.
Okay. So you all approach as you see the two people that one is human, one is elf. Darker skin. They look basically. Oh, sorry, I got a pop up. That was weird.
Yeah.
They're very at attention, like as it is, but then they see you coming and they prop up even more, and they look at you inquisitively, like they're very surprised to see strangers in this area. You hear in Sibanese, as one of them speaks. What are you doing here?
Would we be
Speak
able
the
to
language.
understand that?
Lenny's going to look at the group and assume that they didn't understand it because, yeah.
The way I imagine comprehend languages is like you can tell what language they're speaking as it
That's fair.
translates to you.
That's fair. Could you tell us where we are?
And like, he looks at you. You're in Irusan. Well, outside of Irusan.
Hey, isn't that where we're supposed to be?
Yes. May we enter?
He just looks at you.
Lenny's just gonna blank face stare right back at them because Lenny's a fucking robot. And why is the robot talking to the guards? I don't know.
Since
Because the robot's the one that knows comprehend languages.
The robot is also talking in common, so
Luddy, because you have comprehend languages active, I'm going to have you make a perception check.
perception?
Yes.
Oh, yay. 16.
Okay, you can kind of hear him, like, in Simonese. He is basically speaking into the other guards. He leans forward to the other guard, and you can hear him say something to the effect, "These commoners, so rude. Don't even know the proper greeting." And then
Oh.
you just see him turn to you, and he just, like, looks stone cold in your direction.
Lunny is going to
Oh,
Take-
wait. I think I know what to do here.
Well, because Lunny can't spit, Lunny's going to take one of the several canteens out of their bag and pour it on the ground in front of him.
Make a persuasion check at the advantage.
It's not a whole lot of water. It's not
But
not
enough to,
Lunny's-
like, here's a nice mouthful that I am sacrificing.
Right. Because Lunny cannot. Okay.
That's an extra 20.
Natural 20.
You see a small smile crack on his face. "Welcome to Irusan." And they open the gates for you.
Okay.
Thank you.
That was in common, by the way, so.
Thank you. And then Zinni is going to spit on the ground.
Oh,
Hey.
okay,
Zinni.
now my game actually crashed.
Oh.
No.
Oh. Hey, because remember,
You know,
I
actually, I'm
did
just gonna
do
reboot
research
Steam because it
beforehand.
might just be a Steam problem. Let me do that. But continue.
Yeah.
So,
Zinni did research, but
what was that, Zinni?
Zinni also spit on the ground.
Okay.
'Cause
They
she did do
actually
research beforehand.
they return the gesture to you, spit onto the ground, and all of you kind of get into the city, and you see, like, basically kind of, it's not to scale obviously, but the map in front of you is basically how it looks. Things are kind of like torn down. There are some buildings that are completely engulfed in sand. Several areas are just. It looks like this city was a lot bigger originally, as you see ruins that go out for as long as you can see. But seems to be the local area where everything's still kind of up and running and functional. There's actually a water. There's actually a fountain in the center with fresh water that comes in, and you see a merchant in front of it, and people are coming up and placing money into his hands just to fill up their canteens with water.
Interesting.
Are we assuming that we filled the water skins
I'm
before
going
we
to
left?
assume that you
Yes.
guys filled your water skins beforehand, yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Lenny has 12 water skin of water.
Okay, 12 water skins of water. Nice. You're stuck at 98% again.
Jesus Christ.
Jesus, I guess your computer just doesn't like these graphics.
I don't know why.
So you head into this
Reasons.
town, and it seems like a fairly bustling city. In the parts that aren't ruined, that is. There are several merchants kind of yelling out in Seamanese and Common to get people over to their wares. Very much kind of imagine the low town version of Agrabah is a very good way to kind of picture this. So you head into the city, and where exactly are you going to go?
I would still like to find a cartographer.
Okay. That is something you can definitely do, but how do you find this person?
Okay. Would thinking in terms of Skyrim, do the town shops have like any type of placards above them with pictures?
There are a few. There's like one that has a hunch of meat above it with no words. There's another one that has the like scratched in symbol of a bed, which you're assuming might be an inn of some sorts. And you can actually see through the window of one of the places, and it's not a glass pane or anything. It's just an open hole in the wall, effectively. And there are a few people having drinks on the inside, and then you actually see an elven man get thrown out of the window into the dirt, and you see him. And he says something in Elven. Do any of you speak Elven?
I still have comprehend languages up.
Okay.
No, I speak a lot of languages, and Elven is not that.
Elven is not one of them. Zitty, do you speak Elven?
I only have two. It's common and halfling.
All right, does Elyusia speak Elven? Let's see. No. Okay. So basically, Lunny, you can, as this elf is thrown out of the tavern, you see him pull out a dagger, and he just points it into the direction of the tavern. Next time you won't win so easily. And you see him flip the dagger and sheath it, and he turns around, sees all of you, and he spits on the ground and walks away.
Okay.
Pumps away. All right, so what do you guys do?
I'm following Visca.
Out of all of those shops, did any of them, not exactly say a cartographer, but did any of them look like a common shop that might sell a bunch of various things?
Yeah, there's a general goods store. You're guessing that's more in the bazaar area, though? Like, there's not an indoor location for it. However, you do see a bazaar, with people with several tables, and, like, they have overhanging, awnings, over it to protect them from the sun, and people that have set up various goods, out in front so people could, basically... It's like a giant flea market, if you will.
Yeah. Okay, I would like to traverse the bazaar.
Okay. What is Luddy and Zitty doing? in the meantime?
I'm just gonna explore and see if anything appeals.
Sure.
Probably gonna stick close to Lunny because Lunny can like understand what people are saying.
You do hear a lot of common, but there are the occasional elves and people just speaking in Seamanese. But for the most part, people are talking, especially the hawkers. They're trying to get people in with common. Um, uh, so Visca, you head to the bazaar, and you are immediately have people like yelling in your direction. Hey, we've got bottles, we've got meat, dried jerky. You know, they're just hawking their supplies at you. So what exactly do you do?
I'm still specifically looking for anyone who has a map.
Okay, so you don't see any maps hanging about, but you could ask somebody if you want.
I would like to do that.
Sure. Okay.
Why is there a note on this palm tree?
There's a note.
I don't know why there would possibly be palm trees here, but let's just say the fountain does some magical shit. I don't know. Wow.
That's awesome. Whoever made these assets has a sense of humor, I guess. Okay,
The
so
fountain does some magical shit.
there's
know.
quite a bit of people in this city, in the bazaar, I should say, and a variety of different goods and services to choose from. You could ask somebody about it, but you don't see any like scrolls. You do see one person with like books and stuff for sale, though.
I'm intrigued. I would like to go to the bookseller.
Okay. You see this older man with olive skin. He's got one of those long, like pointy beards that curls up, and he's got a bald head, and he looks elderly. And pretty emaciated, like he hasn't eaten in a while. And he sees you and is like, "Oh, hello. How can I help you, young lady?"
Hello. I am here for knowledge.
And you've come to the right place, for this is Otamu's Magic and Lore. I am Otamu, and who do I have the pleasure of meeting today?
You can call me Alistair.
Alistair. All right. What can I interest you in?
I'm interested in all sorts of things. You say magic and lore, and I am intrigued by both. I would like to know specific lores within this area,
Oh,
since I happen to be visiting.
Well, what would you like to know? We don't keep much in the way of tomes. Most of our history is actually passed down through word of mouth. However, I could possibly help you for a price, of course.
Of course. I have a bit of an interest in a story that I've heard about a dragon and its horde.
You and everyone else, sister. Unteeth the Usurper. Another journeyman tried to look for its treasures.
Mayhaps, but I would like to know more about the dragon itself rather than his treasure.
What would you like to know?
I would like to know... not his whereabouts, no. I would like to know more about his personality. Maybe his history?
A tyrant.
General things that isn't even really explicit.
That
I would like to
dragon
know more
wished to rule these sands, all of them. And it did so by whatever means that it could muster. So we're talking, it would make pacts with monsters in the areas, underground dwelling creatures, and even some more of the more corruptible human beings in this area.
Interesting. Was there any groups of particular note that it made these pacts with?
He kind of looks to his left and then to his right. Make a persuasion check for me.
Okay. What's my persuasion at again? Okay.
Oh no!
Can I use my inspiration?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna use my inspiration. That would
See
be
you later,
a
Zay.
mod
Thanks for
11.
stopping by.
Modded 11.
Modded 11. I will say that yes, I know a little bit more, but I value my life too much to give out that information.
That is fair. Might you have any tomes regarding that? Or anything that you would be willing to part with?
Well, are you a magic user by any chance?
I am.
I do have some scrolls you might be interested in.
What is the nature of these scrolls?
Well, this first one, he pulls out like a very yellowed like tea, like almost like a tea-stained yellow scroll and places it in front of him. This one gives one the ability to cast the spell Hideous Laughter, which makes for an amusing treat for whoever you cast it upon. And this one is another one called Mind Spike. I think you can kind of imagine what that does.
And how much are these?
The Hideous Scroll is 100 gold, and the Mind Spike is 550.
Alright.
I also sell common and uncommon potions for 80 and 300 gold respectively.
What type of common potions do you carry?
He holds out a standard 2die4 plus 2 potion. The ones that are valued at 50, that he prices at 80 because of location and availability. I also have several books, hand-me-downs, which I'm willing to part with for rather cheap if you'd like to take a look.
Yes, I would like to take a look at these books.
Alright,
See what they
so
got.
go ahead and make me an investigation or perception check, whichever is better for you.
Investigation!
What the fuck is math? 13.
The majority of them look like they're in a language you don't understand. You might want to get Lunny.
Damn it. Okay. I will return. I must consult with someone who is better knowledgeable in this language than I am.
We also sell water as well for a small fee of 1 copper, if you need it. Not the best quality, but beggars can't be choosers, am I right?
That is right. But I am good for now, thank you.
I look forward for our next encounter. Nodded, he hawks over and yells at somebody else passing by. Hey! You want a potion? Alright. Visco, what are you doing?
Gonna go find Lunny.
Okay.
Lunny! Where are you?
Lunny, what are you doing?
I don't know. What is Lenny doing? Lenny's probably sticking close to Vinny and Eliusia.
Do you have like
Gonna
your
say, how
hood
f-
up? Like
How far away are they from me?
Probably maybe like 100 feet or so. Like you could see them.
I'm using message.
Okay.
I'm going. Message is a cantrip that I own. Lunny,
Yes, it
I
is.
need assistance.
Okay, so you take out that piece of string and no, you've got your focus. That's right. So you
Yep,
just
I
kind
have
of
a focus.
focus for a moment and you speak that out, and Lunny, you can hear this voice and whispering into your ear, and it's the voice of Visca communicating with you, and you can respond to that message.
All right.
I need you to come to the bazaar where there's a bookseller. He might have useful information.
I will be there.
All right, Zinni, what are you doing?
Sorry, chewing.
It's okay.
I figured no one would want to hear that.
Yeah, seeing it on your screen, those sand dunes look really nice, but on my screen, it's just a white blob. I just got a
the map
blob.
looks so good. Like, I'm really happy with the way it came out. It makes me sad that they're not loading for you.
I just have cum blobs on my screen. I'll even show you what I've been stuck with for the last like 10 minutes. It's just cum blobs.
Jesus Christ. Oh,
well-
it's the okay, yeah. So it's not loading the graphics for you for some reason.
Huh.
Yeah, I don't know why.
Okay. Well, Zinni is
Don't move them. That's weird.
Oops.
Oh, goodbye.
hello. Goodbye, map.
Uh-oh. I think I blew it up.
You made
Oh
it.
no.
You made it explode.
What is this giant pink thing?
Oh, okay. There we go. It's loaded again.
Oh, okay. That happens.
The computer is going no. No, it's only
Yeah,
half
consider-
loaded.
Considering the fan just kicked on, hello. Are you okay?
Okay.
I need to
Well,
spray you with a can of air.
while Sig's computer figures out what it wants to do, Zinni is just like exploring the table, seeing if there's anything cool.
Sure. Where exactly?
Keep in mind that deciding whether something is cool is entirely subject to Zinni's whims.
That's fair. So are you in the bazaar as well?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Also, yes, Lunny is wearing their hood and cloak and just trying not to stand out too much, but robot.
Yeah, like it's one of those things where like your metal kind of glints off of like the sun for a second, and like someone looks in your direction and they kind of like are taken aback, but they kind of go on their own business and try not to say anything.
Okay.
But eventually you do head over to where Visca is. And yeah, you have comprehend languages up still?
I do.
Okay.
It lasts for an hour.
Oh, very nice, very nice. So yeah, you get to Visca, and the two of you meet up.
So what did you need help with?
I can't read these books, but they might have significant information or insignificant information for us. But again, I can't read these. And you seem to be having a better job at it than me.
Lunny is going to pick up one of the books.
Sure.
And
Now I'm stuck at 71%. Yay!
Jesus Christ.
Thought I helped, but apparently I did not. I did the opposite.
Honestly, I have no idea what's going on. Now it's the models that won't load. I also have like several giant bubblegum things just floating.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, the dice tower no longer exists for me.
The dice tower.
oh
Yeah, the dice tower's gone. It makes me sad. I also like how all of the tablets say that the page has crashed.
Yeah, they do for us too.
Oh, nice. So it's not just me.
Okay.
Also, all of the dice are just colorful cubes.
So I have to be touching the surface that the words are written, and it takes me a minute to read a page of text.
Okay.
So how long would it take me to judge whether or not these books are potentially useful?
Okay, so you like focus on the first one, and it says Simonese cooking recipes, Then you do the next one. Make a just a basic investigation or perception check for me.
Investigation is +3. I'm using my inspiration.
Jesus
I
Christ.
came again.
I swear to God, the sand hates me.
Dirty 20.
Hold on.
Okay, dirty 20. As you're looking at the next one, and it's like battle formations, Sibeta battle formations. The next one is like the journal of Armant Asante. And then the last one, it finally you get to, and it says forged for war.
How much for these last 2 books?
For
Now it's
those
just the sand dunes
books,
again. Okay. I guess I'll just live without the sand dunes.
for those books, 30 gold for the pair.
Lenny's going to look at Visca because they don't have a good concept if that's good price or not.
I could do an insight check.
Sure,
I
go ahead.
guess. Hold on, what's my insight? Okay, it's just flat.
It occurs to me this is the first time Lenny has probably had money and is unsupervised.
I got a 16.
It's a little pricey for books. You could probably haggle a better price.
Let me haggle a better price.
All right. What is your offer? This is Otamu again.
Let's see. Anywhere between, how about 5 to 10 gold less?
Kai, make a quick disguise check for me. Just to see how well you are at hiding the fact that you're a Warforged.
Disguise, so deception?
Yeah.
9.
Nah.
I'm not doing a very good job.
Okay. So there's this moment where, like, he's looking in your direction, and he kind of, like, does one of this, like, curl, like, is peeking underneath to see if he can see under your hood, and then his eyes kind of go open. Vorn?
I believe you have mistaken me for someone else.
Oh, I'm sorry. He kind of is going through the books and stuff, and he's like, then he sees that you have Forged for War in your hand. Ah, yes, and he taps that one. I'll tell you what. Because I know what you are, I'll give you this one if you pay for the other one.
Deal.
15 gold.
Okay.
So, funny story about that book, and I've read it a few times. There's actually turn to page 35. It should be numbered.
Okay. Lenny opens the book and flips to the page.
As you look, you see the handwriting looks familiar, kind of. Like you've seen the handwriting before. And you see this, they look like blueprints. And it's not you, but it looks like an automaton of some sort. And they're basically the plans for an automaton. So there was this man that I got that book from. His name was like Phineas, I want to say. I know his last name was Kinestein, but it belonged to him. And he was out in the desert doing some experimentation, and apparently he had to leave behind one of his specimens. If you find that specimen for me, I'll give you a reward for it. We'll say 2,000 gold.
We will see where my path takes me.
Very well. I will tell you that if you have a map, I could point you in roughly the right direction of where I encountered him the first time.
Lonnie's gonna look over at Visca.
I've been
I
looking for a map and I can't find one.
I have a map.
Right? Let me see it.
She's not there.
Oh, she's not there. That's right.
Nope.
Give me a second. I'm gonna use message again. Zinni! Would you like to come hither?
Where are you? Why am I hearing
Somewhere
you?
lost in the bazaar.
I don't like it.
Why am I hearing you?
You have to hold the hand of the Loxodon lady and saunter your way down the bazaar. We are at a book teller, and he might have something for us with use of your map.
She reaches up for Alicia's hand.
Alicia goes, oh, okay.
Let's be real.
Let's be real.
The image here is a 3 foot tall, basically child,
Oh my
trying
god.
to get the attention of a Loxodon.
So she's going, oh. Hello,
They're at a bookseller, and Visca just kind of talked to me in the messagey thing.
Okay.
So we gotta go find them because they need my map.
Sure, I can see them right over there. She's tall.
Good.
She is tall.
And she's gonna hold your hand the whole time.
Nice.
Until you let go, she's gonna hold your hand. So Visca and Lunny both see Eliusha and Zinni holding hands as they walk in your direction.
Visca's responses is like, I didn't actually mean that literally, but alright.
Did you need something?
Possible side objective. Unsure.
If time
I
allows.
got a map.
Yes, if
I got
time
a map.
allows. Yes, we need
Got a
the
map.
map. Let's just
Here you
say
go.
it might be a side treasure hunt.
If it does not impede on our mission, I see no problem with that.
Yes.
As I said, if time allows.
Yes.
Ooh, you've got friends. That's a good thing to have in the deserts. As you see Tamu kind of like, come, let me see the map.
Yes, said Zinni.
Yep.
Do you
Hands
need
over the
a
map.
step ladder?
So he takes out a piece of charcoal and circles an area on the map, which isn't too far away. It's basically on the map. You see where Enpashe and the Zerbo Shrine is,
Yeah.
right in the middle. It's like right where that fork in the road is. So it's right around there. Yeah.
But isn't our objective like over here?
It's in between this area, this whole area.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. So
That-
it's anywhere.
That does narrow it down, though. Okay.
Oh, and oh, sorry, this is Otamu. Let me get that back to that voice. And if you are looking for a proper cartographer, there is actually one in town. However, she's not the nicest dwarf you'll ever meet.
I'm pretty sure we can get our halfling here to sweet talk her.
Well, her name is Volka, and she's the heavyweight champion of the pits at the tavern. So she'll probably want a fight to prove yourself worthy of her services.
Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez.
Okay.
That might be harder, but okay.
Is there anything else I can help you guys with?
I don't think so.
Oh, then may the sands guide your path.
I'm gonna yoink that phrase. Just in case. Okay.
All right. So, where do you guys go?
Well, Visco is looking for a cartographer, so I think we would try to find this dwarfy lady.
Volka? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So you guys get pointed in the direction of the tavern, of where the pits are. And you head into this tavern, and you see several people are drinking like various types of alcohol, having meals. And in one of the corners, there is literally this pit. And there are actually two people fighting currently, as you see this dwarf with that has like tattoos all over her face and has like this mohawk, and you see her like reaches into the ground and grabs some boulders up that are floating in the air and throws them at the contender, and just basically knocks him out in one blast. So that gives you the impression that magic is allowed in the pits. And
I like magic.
so you see several of the denizens of the place are like cheering, yeah! She wipes them out, and there are a few people like passing around coins. You're guessing because of bets. And as you head into the tavern, there's quite a few people that kind of turn and look in your direction. And that is where we'll end tonight's episode, because it is 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
Yes.
I am starting to get sleepy.
Yes. So
I still
yeah.
can't load these sand dunes.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to
sand
figure
dunes.
that out. See if I can like give you the files for the actual textures, and see if that works. But yeah. So thank you guys so much for watching us. That's where we're gonna end today's episode. And hey, all roleplay, awesome. I like it. So hopefully, unless something happens, that we will be doing this again next Wednesday at 7 p.m. and we hope to see you there. So until next time, thanks, Sean. Bye.
Bye.
Toodaloo.
Bye.
Bye.